gentlemen, and everyone in between. How the heck are ya? I am Anna Clarion, the Lavender Lady, and this is just a little something I'm trying out. A little bit of a broadcast. Once upon a lockdown, just a little something to keep everybody company for a little while and watch everybody go run, and then starring, starring Sylvia. Yay! Oh, get up. Yes, kids. How the heck are you? And like I said, I just had the idea to try a little bit of a broadcast here just to break the monotony. And who have we got? We've got NANA, Ice Sweetness, and we've got Jen. Hi, Jen. How you doing? What? Am I finally broadcasting when you're awake, or what is this? Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Yes, this is the wonderful COVID-19 season that we've got going here, and is everybody in the U.S. waiting for their stimulus checks yet, or have any of you got yours? I'm still waiting for mine. I'm supposed to be getting my cash at the end of near the end of the month. So let's see what happens with that and everything. And yeah, I'm broadcasting with a little bit of a scratchy throat here, and with any degree of luck, it is not problematic. What do we have here? Why don't we do a little something that's going on and see if we can toss a little something out here? Oh my, oh my. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. And we're going to do this. Yeah, there we go. Yay, 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 yay. And yeah, it's just. Okay, Governor Tom Wolf issued an order yesterday, I believe. At least it made it to the Post Gazette, the local paper, yesterday, that all employees and all customers at retail establishments. I don't know about any other places or buildings or anything like that, but at least the retail establishments must wear masks. So yeah, it's getting serious, and we'll see how that works. We'll see who goes screaming and whining that their rights are being taken away. And we've got a lot of that going on over here. Don't forget, this is the U.S. A lot of little snowflakes out here. I mean, I may not be a big fan of wearing a mask because it's uncomfortable and that sort of thing, but okay, if I want to get around that, then I just don't go out unless I absolutely have to, which is kind of the idea there as well. So we're not going to, we're not going to complain that much. But yeah, we've got here in the U.S. a bunch of whiny people. Lansing, Michigan, there were a number of people driving their motor vehicles around. I think it was the state capitol building. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Protesting, that they wanted their businesses open and all this other happy stuff. And okay, I get it. There are considerations which are at cross purposes. Yes. There's the whole thing with the longer things stay closed, the worse it's going to get as far as people and their paychecks that they don't have, and they may be in danger over losing their residences because they can't make the rent because they can't make money because they can't go to work. Um, and then there's keeping everybody alive. You're not sure whether that's a good thing or not, but I guess the idea is to have as few casualties as possible. Although the casualties are mounting quite quickly, and yeah, that's another thing to deal with. I don't know when it's going to be over. I don't know if it's going to be over. Let's put it that way. There are any number of scenarios that we'll have to deal with because there are the reports that folks are falling ill again after recovering. If that is a significant part of the, shall we say, coronavirus experience, then we're kind of doomed. Yeah, this means that immunity might be hard to come by, and that being the case, it may not be simply a matter of the virus burning through and running out of people to infect, because it can be opportunistic even upon even upon those who've already had it. Oh no, Jen, if you're wondering if I was still in bed, no, um, I was in bed for a while there. Took a little bit of a nap, and that was a while ago. Um, yeah, were it the hoarse voice associated with just waking up, that would have been over by now. No, I'm a little bit scratchy. Um, I won't call it a sore throat yet, but we'll see what happens. Um, hey, if I'm unwell, I'm unwell. It's just the way it goes. Okay, so you're not eligible for anything NANA. Okay. Boy, that's not fun. Hey, do I know you? Have I seen you somewhere before? Why don't I extend a little something to you there? I thought, Kate, that I would just go on the air and now for something completely different, something like that. Um, just to go on the wire a little bit, try to break everybody's monotony and drive my voice further into oblivion. Yeah, but what can I tell you? Oh my, no, I have not been singing. The the voice and the profile don't go together all that well. Let me see what we can do here. Oh yeah, but as I say, it was an interesting experience today. Going to the local Squall Mart, um, picking up some things to make some to see if I can make some masks because they're finally required now, and it's a little bit of they are less than comfortable, but if they're going to be required, they're going to be required. It's not going to kill me. So, what can I tell you there? Um, yeah, it's fun here. When I went out, it was quite chilly. Um, I think in the high 30s, which is a little bit cool for this time of year here in Pittsburgh. Um, Not drastic or anything like that, but just a little on the cool side. And it was quite a bit of a shock to have the hat and gloves after having been out in shirt sleeves, say a week and something ago or something like that. Now, I hear a knocking on my door, and who the hell is this? Okay, now, all right, Kate, I cannot hear you. Is it me or is it? Yay! There we go. Oh my! So, are you sporting the new fashion look for the day? Now, do I remember you saying something about Purple having sent you the masks? Ah, okay then. Alrighty then. Okay, yeah, that's not a bad thing really when you come down to it. So, what are you just wearing them throughout the day, no matter where you are and everything, or no? Oh, okay, okay. No, 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 no complaints about that or anything. Yeah, it's the local Squall Mart has nothing that even resembles a mask or anything like that. Um, yeah, sure. Because what I'm noticing is a sort of a golden cast. Yeah, I think I remember you saying something about that before. That within, is it simply within Meet, or is it in any of the other chat type functions as well? Oh my. Okay. Okay then. Yeah, that may or may not be a possibility. That would be nice if it did work that way, because that would give you your control again, and everything would be good. Yay. Oh, oh my! That aperture is wide open. Hey, I'm not complaining about that. Come on now. Oh, for the love of Saint Gulick. Yeah, it's like I said, I think I said it a few times already, but I thought I would see what I could do about breaking up the boredom for some people. And yes, definitely, absolutely. I don't know if you heard me say earlier, Governor Tom Wolf has now issued an order where the masks and everything are required for anybody going into a retail establishment or working within one. Unfortunately, no. I know, I know. Well, yeah, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to experiment over the next few days. Wolf's order is not effective until Sunday, so I'll see about trying to make some. I have some instructions, and well, actually, I have some destructions as well. Yeah, and let's see what happens here. The cloth is kind of expensive, but what the hell, you know? Oh boy, okay, yeah, and that's something that's got me. Are you not audible? Okay, let's fix that if we can.
Shit. You know what?
Oh, okay, okay, now I've got it fixed. I am so
Oh,
sorry. I did it again. I was on camera too by myself, and then when you came on, I didn't switch it over to 1+2. I am so sorry. Really, I am. Oh, my word, my word, my word. Yeah, I know you can slap me because, oh boy. Yeah, when I was here just by myself, I thought it kind of overdoing it a little bit to have two pictures of my ugly mug on the screen. So, yeah, if you guys over on the, can you hear us now? Can you hear Kate now?
I don't know. Can you?
Yes, well, what I do, Deed, I'll tell you what, Amiga Nuts, is a little something like a checklist or something like that. Because, yes, um, it was when she came on that I forgot to change over. Oh, my word, Naja, hi!
Oh, it's not
Um,
Jay. Oh, hey.
but,
So here's what you do, though. You get one of those big honking, like industrial staplers, the ones where you have to like that, and it looks like. And then you take that with whatever your checklist is, and
to my forehead.
yes.
Oh, somebody's knocking. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. Oh,
Oh wow!
hello, hello, Jenny. How you doing? Let me change the
Hi,
layout here. There
Ian.
we go.
What's up?
Yeah,
What's
there
new?
we
What's
go.
happening? Quick, be interesting.
Yeah, sorry. The background.
I'm tempted to set up my green screen and see what I can do with that because I've got my browser willing to accept green screen images.
Yeah,
So I'm tempted.
it was fun. Saves me cleaning up behind me.
There is that.
So,
And
are
if people
you?
could see the mess that my apartment is.
So, what are you doing that through your camera then, Jen?
I've got a green screen.
Is the camera
I use
allowing you to
OBS
do
to
the
do the
chroma
green
key? Oh,
screen.
the OBS. Okay, fine. Gotcha.
Yeah, no,
Hmm.
I run OBS to do the chroma key, so then I can swap backgrounds and stuff, so I can be sciencey.
I'm not even entirely certain I can do this in Meet. I'm used to doing it in what's your thing?
There you go.
Good old what's your
StreamYard.
thing?
There we
Yeah.
go. StreamYard.
Let's blow the earth up.
Oh boy.
Oh, here's one you like, Diana.
Oh, for the love of Saint Gulick. Where'd you grab that?
I can't remember now. I used it for a video I did debunking a moonlander denier.
Okay, I'll tell you, that is so pretty. I can
It is. It is. I put it on the other day on a stream, and somebody goes, "What movie's that from?"
Oh!
You fucking idiot!
And I can even show you where SCE is.
Well, there probably has been a movie done
Apollo
about
13.
it. Yeah, I'm just saying.
At least one.
I don't think this is the right layout for Apollo 13, though.
How so?
I know they were all very similar, but there were slight differences in the modules.
Yeah, right now you would be sitting in the CM right now. You would be sitting in the command module.
My module.
Well, I mean, you did see the inside of the command module during the actual historical stuff. They were
Yeah.
had the camera in.
This is from the one that's in the Smithsonian, I think. So it's actually a
Okay, then.
It's not a flight one. It would have been this would have been one of the learning ones, I think.
Oh, okay. That
despite the stuff hanging out the edge there. So
that makes some sense.
I just had a weird thought. Is the Smithsonian named after someone named Smithson?
Yes.
Because that's an unusual name, Smithson.
I'll stay on Apollo just for Diana.
Yeah, let me see if I can
Oh,
find...
yeah, there it is. James Smithson. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
I forget exactly...
The Smith and then Sonian, and it just never... I never really gave it much thought until now.
Okay, then.
So, yeah.
Yeah, because I forget what the guy did, where he got his cash or whatever it was, but yeah, he endowed everything, if I remember correctly. Well, not everything. I mean, they didn't have air and space during his lifetime, but other than that, air and space is a fun place. It really is. I was there in, let me think, 2001 or 2000, something like that.
I do love space, but I have no idea who this Aaron guy is. I'll just but yeah.
That would be something interesting. Yes, we're Mr. and Mrs. Space to have a boy and name that boy Aaron.
I mean,
Aaron.
that is an interesting thing, because I've heard people say Aaron Ra, but I'm pretty sure he pronounces it Aaron.
Yes,
Ra.
right. No, I've heard him correct several people about that one. Yeah.
And there was a guy back in Seattle, he's probably still there. He often tended bar at the club I went to, where I was never sure if his name was Ollie or Oli. And he was no help, because he said, oh, either one. And I was like, but I want to know which it's supposed to be.
Oh,
well.
my.
So I just call him Oli, because it's interesting and unique.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't have one of those interesting, unique names. But the one I have is just fine. I picked it myself. Starting to get my voice back a little bit. Yeah, it's not quite as scratchy as it was. Now, is there the spoonful or two of grape stuff in there?
Nope, I'm out of that. There's 3 sugar cubes.
Oh, give the nice horsey some sugar cubes. Yeah.
Oh, it's just enough to cut the bitterness, and you know it. Don't make me come over there.
No, I'm giving...
That's what she's trying to do.
Yeah.
Yes, but you won't like it if I go there for this reason.
No, that's a line out of a comedy skit, because that refers to the LSD on a sugar cube, and it starts out with the horsey starts out sounding like a stallion, and then turns into a charging elephant.
Okay.
Okay.
Her. If thou dost
It's funny
say
for you because you
so.
know the joke, Diana.
Yeah, there you go. Oh
Yeah.
my.
Speaking of horses, I just rewatched The Godfather for the second
Oh
time ever last
jeez.
night.
Okay,
And you
okay.
got that scene with the horse's head. But
Yes.
I think I have discovered a weird connection between The Godfather and Star Wars. Now, I mean, George Lucas worked on The Godfather. He helped edit one of the montage scenes, like with all the newspapers and shit. And he did a lot
Really?
with Coppola on The Godfather, yes. And he said very specifically that he made reference to The Godfather multiple times in the Star Wars saga, both original and the prequels. But there's something George has been doing for a while, tinkering as much as he can with the original. And one of the things he's done is he's added the word McClunky into stuff. Like when Greedo's about to shoot Han Solo, he says McClunky, and then they fire, right? And apparently McClunky is it's like a cross between fuck you and I'm going to end your life, basically. But the thing is, the scene between Greedo and Han in the cantina is actually not too terribly dissimilar from the scene where Michael Corleone kills Captain McCluskey. You see.
Okay then. Okay.
And so I'm starting to wonder if McClunky and McCluskey are related, and that's why he did it, or if it's completely unrelated and just vaguely similar.
It could be second cousins twice removed or something. I don't know.
But the thing, I did a Google search for it, and only one other person has made this connection. So either we're both really cool, or we're both really easy when it comes to references.
Okay.
I added the comes to references part because I know you'd go somewhere unpleasant with that. So... Oh, don't say you wouldn't. Don't for a moment pretend you wouldn't.
Who, me? Little me.
Oh, either of us probably.
Love the t-shirt though. It's, let's see, fight evil, and what else is going on?
Read books.
Read books.
Okay,
Yes.
then.
When I saw that in the store, I had to have it.
Okay then.
As long as they're not holy books.
No, I'll even read the holy books because it's really interesting to think about and research what was going on inside the heads of the guys who made that shit up.
Well, that, and how many times have people said, oh, you want to be an atheist? Read the Bible all the way through.
Yeah, how many times did you how many times have I done that already? Oh my.
What, read the Bible all the way through?
Well, actually, I haven't read it all the way through in one sitting.
Well,
But-
No, I mean, wow, come on, that one sitting.
Yeah, it's
It's got a decent number of pages to it, Diana. One sitting would be a bit much for anyone.
okay.
let me see here. We've got ourselves about 565 pages.
Is that all? Okay, knock that off in an afternoon. No.
Yeah, well, I mean, actually, I could if it was sci-fi fantasy, but that is one boring-ass book.
Yes, it is. I was just about to say, especially when you get into
The Begats.
the begats and the rules. I mean, Leviticus, Deuteronomy, Exodus, when they get into the rules, it's like, and this is a sin offering, and this is a jack-off offering, and it's like, what the hell?
What?
Well,
I don't know.
I mean,
A
all those
jack-off
rules.
offering. Wow, that sounds like something Pornhub would do.
All those rules, most people don't actually know this, were created by like a Middle Eastern tribe called the Sposdas.
Yes, okay,
You're
yes.
supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do that.
Were they an offshoot of the tribe called the Yahavtas?
Kind of, yes. Different country, but they migrated, and yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because I know the Yahaftas are a very interesting people. In their they will have a ceremony, a ritual in which their kids especially, will name some particular action or something, and then you have to. No, anyway.
And then there's the Natokes. That's
Okay.
not okay. That's not okay, and that's not
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Oh my. Yeah. The jerk. The jerk. Yeah. Well, that's me. The joke doesn't actually work too badly at all when you have it written. When you have it written down. The what is it? Yahafta.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get somebody thinking about what the hell is that, and then it's similar to a short story I read a number of years ago describing the rituals of a tribe. I can't pronounce the name right off the top of my head, but it's American spelled backward.
Oh,
And I read this one, well, God's back when I was in middle school or some shit like that. Um,
well, when I was in college, the dorms were kind of tall and we had to use the elevators a lot. And below the dorms, every dorm was connected by these tunnels underneath, right?
mm-hmm.
And so a bunch of us were making up these weird legends about the Rotaveles who used the elevator backward, Rotavele, who would like lived in the tunnels, and yeah, it was a thing.
Why were there tunnels underneath?
Why not?
Well, it would come in handy to keep you out of the weather while going
I
from
mean, it
building
was,
to building.
and it was upstate New York. But I mean, I don't want to give the wrong impression. I mean, these weren't like sewage tunnels or anything. They were just hallways underground. But
Hmm.
Oh, I
I
have,
suppose it's good if you had vampires going to your college. So
yeah, Jackson, I actually have read some of the Book of Mormon. Not the entire thing, but oh my word. I mean, who could not know that it's so silly? But I guess there are people who actually buy that shit.
people buy the Bible. Why wouldn't they buy the Book of Mormon as well? It's just.
Well, that too, yeah.
I mean, people buy the Quran.
I mean, I have some friends
Flying
who will
horses.
get. And I have some friends who will get their hands on every holy book just to have it to say, look, not only am I an atheist, I'm an informed atheist.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I once bought a set of holy books. This would have been, Lord, close to the time I came out here. So that was about 30 years ago. The what are they called? The Book of the Month Club, I think it was, offered that particular thing for sale. There's a Quran, a Torah, not a Torah, a Tanakh, and New Testament, Analects of Confucius, Rig Veda. I forget how many I named off. There were 5, I think, of them, and I actually have read through, and they're quite interesting, silly
So
but interesting.
I don't have the Book of Mormon, but I do have the DVD box set of Mormon.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Oh my word. Oh, was it Mark Twain that complained? Was it and was it the Book of Mormon about it came to pass? It came to pass. If you, I think it was something like if you took out every instance of it came to pass, you would have a pamphlet.
I don't know. When I think of a book that has nothing but it came to pass, I imagine it's probably about laxatives or diuretics.
Right.
I got a question for you about your video edition. Okay, is it original or is it the new revised edition?
There's only one Battlestar Galactica. I'm sorry, but if Starbuck isn't Face from the A-Team, it's not Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, my RIT. That's some.
Rochester Institute of Technology over there. Yeah.
Pretty classy stuff.
It's all right.
I was considering RIT back in the 70s. Ended up going to Marietta College. I think that maybe RIT would have been the better choice. I don't know.
Well, I was really frustrated by the film program there because they wanted me to be an artist. And I'm like, that's not what I want to do with my career. And every time, like, the head, oh God, what was his name? Like, Richard Lester or something. I'm trying to remember the head of the program. Every time you would watch someone's film, if it was in any way whatsoever upbeat, he would say, okay, here's how I want you to change it. Make all the characters wallow in pathos. I mean, he wouldn't put it in those terms, but he wanted the whole thing to be about pain. And I'm like, no.
Wagnerian? Oh,
there are two faces for the two masks for theatre.
Yeah. And neither one of them is a goddamn laser gun. I'm sorry, but I wanted to make sci-fi, and my teachers were doing everything they could to stand in my way.
Because people don't see science fiction as art.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my word.
Well, people don't see the kind of music I listen to as art either, but it fucking well is.
Okay, then. Yeah.
I mean, let's face it. If you make somebody feel something and they're glad you did, you made art.
Yes. Absolutely.
You know? Yeah. I mean, like the most complicated hoity-toity high-class symphony pales in comparison to the rock song.
The problem with that definition, Kate, is leaving a poop on somebody's doorstep and then turning it to be considered art.
Actually, if you go to some art galleries, they have poop sculpture, and you know they do. You know, it's a brilliant commentary on society today. You know, and it's like, yeah, it's a lump of shit in a martini glass with an American flag stuck in it. So no, but thanks for playing.
Have either of you seen the guy who does a paint enema and then shits it out onto a canvas?
No, it sounds Jackson Pollocky though.
Kind of. Yeah, actually.
What did I start?
No, but this is an actual person who actually does this.
This is dreadful.
I've seen some.
Wait a
minute, what do we got going over here? There we are. Oh, Jesus.
I wasn't just pulling that description out of thin air. I was actually, someone was asking on Facebook, and why am I blanking on her name? She's one of the folks from the Atheist Experience. Totally blanking on her name now, and I shouldn't.
Jen Aldrich?
No. She wanted someone to make it. She was describing what she wanted. I figured, what the hell, I can do that, and gave it to her. So, why am I blanking on her name? She's dark hair, kind of curly.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about, and I can't think of her name either.
It's gonna drive me nuts.
Somebody shoot me.
Who used to be on the Atheist Experience, or?
Well, or she might still be, but for the life of me, I can't remember her name. And the thing is, I see her name every damn day on Facebook. I'm blanking right now. But
okay, let's see if we can find. Let's see if they've got any stuff and things.
Anyway, back on the art thing we were talking about. If you got a piece of shit, you covered it in paprika, yeah, and you put it in a suit, you could take a photo of it and say that a picture of power in the US.
No, Brian Dennehy died about 5 hours ago.
Oh yes, I saw that. Did you? You had not seen it?
No,
Was that
I
COVID?
love Brian Dennehy. Oh man,
Yeah, I know.
oh,
They're
Is
taking
that a
on the
COVID
best.
one?
what?
COVID?
Natural causes, if I
I,
remember correctly.
yeah, it didn't say. I'm sure if it was COVID, it would have said. But oh man, oh yeah, it says very specifically in the article, died from natural causes that were not coronavirus related.
Yeah,
Man, that sucks though.
it's fun when you have to specify that, because
Hmm.
Well, they generally definitely specified if they have died from coronavirus.
oh yeah.
Because what Tim Brooke Taylor died on the weekend from coronavirus,
Who?
and everyone goes, "Who?"
What?
He was one of the goodies.
Actually, I just didn't hear the name at all. Like garbled.
Oh, sorry, Tim Brooke Taylor.
Oh, well, I still don't know.
Still don't know.
Kate, are you thinking of Tracy Harris?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought you were talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tracy.
Yeah, she wanted someone to make that, and so I did. Like, not even like she didn't really ask me specifically. She just said, "Here's something I wish I had," and I gave it to her. So yeah. But oh, this sucks.
Yay, dog
And
bark.
actually, that's the first celebrity. No, actually, no, I take that back. He didn't die of coronavirus. I still don't have a celebrity that I genuinely care about who's died of corona yet. Not that that's a bucket list item.
Right, yeah. Nobody take her up
Kate's
on
just
that.
waiting to tick that one off.
Well, I mean, I just a lot of people have been saying, here's an actor, actress, musician, whatever that I absolutely adore who's dead of coronavirus. Look how much it sucks. And I'm like, I've been kind of lucky in that respect so far. None of my celebrity faves even have it, as far as I know.
Okay, then. So Tom Hanks is not a celebrity fave, I take it.
I forgot about Tom Hanks, actually. He's okay. I liked him in Big and A League of Their Own. I couldn't give two shits about some of the like the Green Mile or any of that.
Okay, then.
Forrest Gump, it was a novel thing back in the day. Now it's like, oh yeah, whatever. Box of chocolates, whatever.
Strange little film, but what the hell?
Yeah. Maybe it's just me. It seemed like they made it mostly to show off the technology of putting Tom Hanks in the same shot with historical figures.
Okay, could be. Somebody might have been sitting roaring high and say, "Oh, that'd be a great thing to do." Yeah.
Well, I mean, you look at Toy Story. They made Toy Story specifically to say a whole movie can be made using CGI. That was like a huge part of why they made it.
Okay.
And like you look at, for example, The Lawnmower Man was similar, where they just said, "Ooh, look at all this tech we can use to make things." And hey, virtual reality is a thing. Let's do it. It was totally an attempt to cash in. So, although what's interesting to me, I think, is how many people said, oh, there were too many special effects in Jurassic Park. And I'm like, do you have any idea how many of those were practical effects? So little of that movie was CGI. But then there was one scene, like one shot, where every last scrap of it was CGI. And I said to someone, can you point out the bits that jump out at you as CGI? And they're like, well, maybe that over there, maybe that over there. I can always tell when it's CGI. And I'm like, no, you can't.
Oops. Yeah. Pretty much when somebody says that, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, good old bosom buddies, which was the first time I remember seeing Tom Hanks.
Is he still alive, Tom Hanks?
Last I checked.
Right now? Okay.
Yes, he's
Last I
still
checked.
alive.
There was that rumor, but that was debunked. And then,
There's been rumors about him dying for years.
Oh, apparently they like he and his wife they have some. They took that chloroquine or whatever
oh no.
for COVID-19, and it gave them some weapons grade side effects.
Okay, then. Yeah, I kind of hope that pretty much anybody would stay the hell away from that stuff unless they were absolutely desperate and they knew what they were in for. But
Mm.
I don't know, because yeah, I've heard about the side effects and they're not fun.
Yeah, it's kind of scary that like maybe the virus itself can scar you for life, and maybe the treatment can scar you for life.
Yeah,
You know.
or kill you as surely as the virus would. I mean, that's not unheard of.
Mm-hmm. Well, hell, you look at people like some of the treatments for cancer are almost as bad as the disease itself.
Yes, which is why, okay, at the moment, as I sit here without cancer, as far as I know, I will be saying that I think I would tend toward refusing some of the more drastic treatments, like the radiation or the chemo or any. I don't. Do they still do radiation?
I don't know. I know they do chemo
Yeah.
still.
They
Yeah.
still do radiation and chemo, and some gene therapies.
Can't you just like slice it out of me and we're done with it? Huh? What's up?
That's a dream.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, you catch something early, they can just remove it.
For the most part, yeah.
It's that whole metastasizing shit that causes all the problems.
Yeah. You start out with the cancer of the left earlobe, and then pretty soon it's everywhere. Really.
It's in your
It
pancreas.
grows all the way through because there's nothing in the way.
Say again.
I said it grows all the way through because there's nothing in the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my ears aren't working quite well enough today. I'm at least
I might have my volume down a bit.
at least I am more or less awake. That's
Is that better?
it is slightly, yeah. A or B. Like the optometrist there in that big machine. Yeah, it's better with B. It amazes the shit out of me that, I mean, even though they can take you so far with figuring out what correction to apply, they still need to do the fine tuning with the changing of the lenses. Just not as much as they used to. Which is something hopefully you won't have to do at any time in the future, eh, Kate?
Sorry, say that again. What won't I have to do in the future?
Oh, get your eyes fine tuned. With that damn
that.
big machine. Yeah.
Yeah, LASIK is weird to experience because they numb your eyes and then they immobilize them and then they slice and dice them and you don't even really notice that they've done it. All you feel is a tiny bit of pressure. And then you see green and red lights and then the next thing you know, you can frickin' see. It's weird.
It's got to be truly amazing, really. Now, even if I had the money to pay for it, I'd be a little bit afraid of doing it because my prescription has been changing pretty much constantly over the last few years, and I don't expect that would stop at any time in the near future. So, you get it done once.
How long have you actually had glasses for, Diana?
How long have I had to wear glasses? Since I was 6 years old.
Okay. I was a little bit older, but not much.
I'm pretty sure I was not even 2 when they fitted me with glasses.
Yeah,
Okay.
see, I wouldn't have LASIK because my glasses feel so much part of me. I feel weird not having them on.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
actually
yeah.
really glad not to have them on anymore. Maybe my head is shaped funky, but they kept sliding, so I'd push them up, sliding, push them up.
Ah,
Eventually, my
yeah.
nose started to feel raw.
Yep. I know exactly the feeling. With me, it had to have been a change in the way the glasses were built or something. Unless my head did go funky. I don't know. Hi, Seraphim. Yeah,
Well,
remember
one
it.
thing about okay,
Okay, remember. In my case, when I got glasses, they really didn't do the routine eye checks at the age of 2 or even 1 in the late 1950s. So, it was 19. I was 2 years old in 1959. So, what happened was it was shortly after entering school that I ended up with glasses. Say, not kindergarten or anything like that, but maybe about second grade.
well, one thing about LASIK. Now, I was lucky because my eyes felt a little sandy the next couple of days, but there, like someone, she got it done the same day I did, and she got her checkup the same day I did afterward, and she was in agony.
Oh my.
But you will feel kind of sandy for like the next 6 months to 12 months. And it's not that bad. I mean, you can just get the little eye drops. The gel is better than the liquid because it'll stay. The liquid just flushes your eyes out, but the gel will keep the moisture there for much longer. Um, but yeah, like my eyes are just now starting to feel normal, even after, gosh, forever ago now.
It's been over a year, right?
I'd have to look. I don't think it's been quite that long.
Okay, okay.
Because I think I got it done in summer or early fall. I'd have to look. But like to make sure that you don't rub your eyes, because the way they do it, they actually slice a little bit of your eye and create a flap.
Yeah,
Yes,
Then they put
yes.
the flap back down, and the eye, like the pressure inside the eye, just holds it there, which is great. But you don't want to rub your eyes for quite some time after that. And so they make you wear these funky lenses over your eyes that just sort of look like, I'm not even sure how to describe it. It looks like something out of low budget sci fi.
Okay, then. Plan
I'm
9
trying to find a
from
picture of
outer
it. I've got
space.
it here somewhere, but
Oh my, oh
oh,
my.
here we go. Okay, I've got it. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? No, there we are. Yeah.
Move.
Come on, Facebook, cooperate. There we go. Come on. Man, why is Facebook going all slow and shit?
I don't know. I have not been to Facebook in days.
Yeah, well, I use it all the time.
Yeah, I
So,
fell out of the
okay.
Facebook habit when I went to Twitter.
Yeah, see, I can't do Twitter. The character limit kills me. There are so many times I want to type something and I just can't get all of it out, no matter how I abbreviate.
Uh huh.
But yeah, these are these lens things that they stick over your eyes like this. And I don't know why they only gave it to me with tape and not like some sort of band or something. So what I ended up doing was I took like I'm going to call it a lanyard, but that might be the wrong word for it. But this, like I
Okay.
took a YouTube thing and made it so that I could wear them like goggles. And they told me not to do it, but they stayed on and I didn't rub my eyes. So,
Okay,
they serve a
so
purpose now.
A bra for your head. Okay.
Basically, I guess, yeah. But it was goggles. That's all it was. I needed goggles. I could have worn scuba gear and it would have served the purpose. Except it wouldn't have breathed as well. I needed my eyes to breathe.
Yes, absolutely.
But yeah, it's good to be like all seeing and stuff. I mean, because I always did, like, there was a meme I saw not too long ago that described it perfectly. It was like, man, it's hard to imagine people who can just roll out of bed and just see without having to apply lenses of some sort. And that's got to be just odd. And I'm like, yeah, my whole life I've wondered what it would be like to not have to, put in or take out contact lenses.
Mm.
To not have to wear glasses just to see, to not always be in danger of losing them in some fashion or to have them irritating your eyes. It was an interesting thing. And
Yeah. Now it's interesting with me. I see better with contacts, but I look better with glasses because I've got the whole baggy eye thing going, and
oh, well,
I hadn't noticed really and truly. I had not.
oh,
But I mean, now that you point to, yeah,
it's like the only thing that makes me look old in any way.
but at this, before you started adjusting your hair, the angle at which your face was, I didn't even see any bags. This angle right here, you just don't notice. At least I don't.
Well, that's because I'm pointing my head downward a little, and the light is making there be no shadows.
Dark shadows, yes. Ooh.
It's all about deceptive lighting.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, in its own way, I do miss the contacts because it was kind of nice to not have the stuff on the face and you could see. I never did have the constant wear lenses,
Oh yeah, me neither.
but I did have the soft plastic as well as the hard plastic. Now my ex, oh yoy, I hope that she can still see because she would be the one who would. I guess you were supposed to change these constant wear lenses every week or so or something. I can't remember what the interval was, but it was much shorter than the like 60 days for which she would wear a set of lenses. I'm thinking,
After a while, that has to itch.
one would think, yeah, and one would think that, I mean, even though they were allegedly gas permeable and everything else, it ought to be more difficult for the eyes to breathe with that stuff on the corneas, right? Or no?
I've never worn the extended wear stuff. I don't know.
That's it. I was searching for that word and I couldn't find it. Extended wear.
But one thing I kind of wanted to do after I got the LASIK done was to pop the lenses out of my old glasses because I kind of thought I could rock the nerd chic.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yep.
but the thing is, I guess my most recent pair of glasses, they were too tight, and I could not pop the lens out like I could with some of my older glasses. And so I just ended up donating them because the eyeglass store, the eye doctor store, not too far from where I am, takes donations. So I just here.
Is it the one with the Lions Club? Or is it something else?
Well, if they are, they don't advertise it.
Okay, because the way I remember the Lions Club doing it, there was always at least a little sign over there that said, yeah, that identified the Lions Club. So okay, maybe that was something other than that. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of ironic. Like I go to them and I say, by the way, I've used surgery to make you guys unnecessary. Here's my glasses. I mean, that's a little odd.
Little. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Mm.
And then me,
It's almost like a fuck you, but not quite.
I would have 3 prescriptions deep, but my wallet will not allow me to get new lenses every time they want me to get new lenses. So I don't know when I'll be getting another set of lenses or another appointment or
Your
whatever you want to
healthcare
call
system
it.
so sucks.
Yeah, yeah, it really does. There's really no optical, there's no dental at all. Um, the last time I
Yeah,
got,
well, I mean, our public healthcare system covers the appointments with the optometrist. It doesn't cover frames or it covers parts of lenses. That's our government covered. But I have private cover as well, which doesn't cost all that much, and that covers everything else. So I can get 2 pairs of glasses a year for free.
okay, then, um, I got,
Is it wrong that I'm looking at the time and saying, "Oh, look, it's Enterprise o'clock"?
not necessarily, no, I was going to do a short show anyway. So, I mean, you know,
No,
that,
no, no,
Enterprise
no.
o'clock.
That's another. It's 1701, 1701.
okay, I gotcha. No,
I mean,
that's
I'm
not
not
wrong.
even really much of a Trekkie, but every time I see that, my brain goes, "Oh yeah, Enterprise o'clock."
Well, it depends which enterprise you're talking about, though.
Well,
Well,
not
wait,
really. They're all
I thought the hall numbers
1701.
were always 1701, just
Yeah,
followed
they
by
just
Okay.
changed a letter at the end of it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it is too. It is just the letter at the end.
and what the heck was it that I was? Oh, I know what I was thinking of with the glasses. I got glasses just before I went to Illinois because I figured that if I was going to view the total solar eclipse, I wanted to be able to see the damn thing. That was the last time I got glasses, 2 pairs, because I've tried wearing bifocals. I can't do it. I end up with
Well,
neck
that's
pain.
because you need lesbian focals.
Yeah, you've got that right. Good. Oh my! I mean, seriously, the one time I did have bifocals because I did try. Okay, when I would look at my screen, I'd be doing it like this, and it just did not work at all. You know, it hurt like hell. But
You have to get
okay,
some transfocals.
okay, yeah, there you go. No, but these that I
The
have,
best part about that one is you can actually get them.
I thought that was an actual thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
they transition instead of having the separate cutout piece, so that they look like a solid lens from the front, but they still are different in the 2 areas.
that's what I had when I tried bifocals. Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay,
Oh, so you had
these
transfocals. Well done, Diane.
these are my reading glasses, and these are the distance glasses. This together with the appointment was half a grand. It was it was
Fuck.
it was $500.
Crazy.
Yeah. Which is why I can't afford every couple of years. And this was at one of the cut rate places. This was at Target. Um, it was not at one of these chic places that you can go to. So I don't know. That was in 17, and I need a new prescription. I definitely do, but I'm okay even wearing no glasses at all. It's nowhere near as bad as it used to be. So very often I'll just go without glasses when I'm walking around the house. Um,
Well, I could never do that because my prescription was that bad. I mean, let's put it this way: if I were to take like a newspaper
mhm.
and move it this far from my face, I
You would
couldn't
not
read
be able
it.
to. Yeah, I
And
was.
you know when like the glasses, like here's the sides of my head, putting the glasses on,
Yes,
that.
yes, yes, yes.
you could practically see the back of my head. That's how much they warped light. And so, and for years, I thought I couldn't get LASIK because I asked and they said, yeah, we'd have to thin out your corneas so much that your eye
Yeah.
would pop. But then I found this other doctor here in San Diego. They're like, oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, you don't even need the implantable contact lenses. We can do this for you. And they did. So
All right then, just as long as you don't suddenly pop and spill the guts of your eyes out onto your desk, you're okay.
But I mean, seriously, like even just walking around without any kind of eyewear would have been impossible. Like
Hmm.
impossible.
Oh, I know the feeling because my eyes were also, yeah, also my eyes were that bad. Um, when you were talking about the newsprint, I would have to have the newsprint about maybe 2 inches at most before I was not able to see it. It would almost touch the page would almost touch my nose, such that I could see it. It was horrible. Um, but as I'm getting older, um, I my vision is improving. My vision is improving because my eyes are getting worse, which
Yeah,
is which is the way it works for us old fogies. Yeah.
yeah,
So
Okay.
yeah, it's the farsightedness you experience as you age. I'm trying to remember if it's accommodation of the lens or something else that does it. Uh, that offsets the nearsightedness.
Okay. Well, one thing I thought was kind of funny was like I was explaining to the eye doctors after the LASIK was done. It was a bunch of months later, and I was like, sometimes I have a hard time reading things this way, that way, this way, that way, and they're like, well, that might just be age, and I'm like, yeah, but I might also not have a decent baseline to know what I should be able to read up close because I've never done it until now. So for all I know, this is completely normal. And they say, yeah, well, you are testing like at least at 2020. I'm like, so is it supposed to be blurry when it's this close to your face? I mean, it's just kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah. That's what I've found as I've gotten older is that I can't read anything up close. If it's up here now, I can't focus. It's got to be about here, and I've got to take the glasses off to read too.
Uh-huh. Yes,
It's
absolutely.
really annoying.
I feel you.
I used to be able to still focus with my glasses on for reading, and now I have to take them off, and I've taken them off a few times and put them down beside me, and then spent an hour later looking for the buggers.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, there was a Facebook thread I was reading like a year ago almost where Seth Andrews was talking about weird places he's found his glasses, where it's like he's lost his glasses, can't find them, can't find them, can't find them. Oh, there they are in the freezer. I'm like, how? I wore glasses for 43 years. How do you lose them in the freezer? I've never lost glasses in the freezer. Like, not even close. Like there's been
I've
times
done
where
the
I'm like, it's either the bedroom or the bathroom, bedroom or bathroom. It's never like it's inside an appliance. That one's never happened.
I've done the whole thing that I've taken my glasses off. I've been holding them in my hand, and then whilst I've read something, then afterwards go, "What the hell have I done with my glasses?" And they're in my hand.
Yes.
You ever do
Yes.
the on the forehead thing?
I haven't because I find that uncomfortable putting my glasses up like that. No, I'll occasionally dump them down on my neck and then wonder where I've done with them.
Oh well, yeah, I do that quite a bit because I have the land, not with these, but with the others. I do have the chain, so
These ones are tight enough
Well,
that I
as
can
long
actually that they'll actually clip in and sit there as long as I don't
Okay.
move around too much.
Well, as long as you don't get those librarian glasses where for no reason whatsoever they do the thing, where it like there's a diagonal jag on them for no good reason, and they're the size of like binoculars on your face. Because I will always associate those with librarians, but I just those look so ridiculous. Why does anyone do it?
Mm.
Well, I don't know. Overall, the librarian look does sometimes have something to be said for it.
Yeah, mostly blah.
Lionel Blair? No, sorry, but
No,
no.
like to whatever you just said. No.
No.
Well, it's funny. I typed in librarian glasses into Google, and apparently
It's a
they
thing.
did not mean the same thing as I did.
Okay.
Yeah. They meant something a little closer to like lady horn rims,
Uh,
which is not what. Maybe I'm thinking of granny glasses. I don't know. Let me try that. But I always
Granny
associate them with.
glasses.
I always associate them with librarians. I don't know. Or
well,
secretaries.
Moo. Um, I typed that in, and below the first, there's another set of images down near the bottom of the page there. I see a photograph of those cat's eye glasses. Those things are annoying.
Let me just try old lady glasses. Oh, here we go. This is closer.
What do we
Okay.
have?
Oh man, why do people wear that? And present now, a window, this, and go.
Bingo. Oh my word.
Right? Grandma glasses, old lady glasses, secretary, librarian glasses, those.
That is,
Why would you make glasses that look like that?
I would find
like I
that.
know.
I would find that so annoying.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't get it. Why but I don't have a name for the where the earpieces have that little weird diagonal jag in it for no good reason. I don't know why that's a thing.
Okay, I'm gonna take a guess here, and you let me know what you think of it. Is that possibly, if you shift your gaze by moving your eyeballs from side to side, the beam of the earpiece is not in your field of vision? Could that be it?
What?
Okay, if I'm
But your brain filters that out anyway.
say again. Well, okay, let's
Well, I don't
let's
really
do this
notice
thing
mine.
here. I'm
So-
gonna point my head straight ahead, and then I'm going to look at my stereo amplifier by moving my eyeballs to the right instead of turning my entire head. Just a flick of the glaze, or flick of the gaze, and when I do that, this earpiece is in my field of vision. Do they do that weird jag thing with the earpiece such to avoid that?
So you're just saying that you don't want it in your peripheral vision. Just say that.
Okay, I couldn't come up with the right phrase.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know why they do it. But I mean, if my eyes are as bad as they were before LASIK, I'm not using my peripheral vision like that. So
Yeah, if your eyes are bad enough,
apparently
you can't see
it's
anything
called,
besides here anyway.
apparently it's called a swan drop, or just a women's drop. Weird. Okay.
I would very likely find it annoying, but what the hell?
Well, it just, I don't know.
What's really fun is the way I seem to be able to. I guess pretty much anybody can, just not by trying anything, but just by getting used to it. I don't even notice the edges of the lenses or anything like that. I guess I might not be paying attention to them or something. Except when I think about them, and I might look. Oh yeah, there's the edge of the lens right there. Otherwise, I don't even know it's there. Another one like that is there used to be a time when you could get these little appliques on the lenses of your glasses. If they would cement them onto the lenses or something. And the folks I knew who had those said, yeah, after a while you just don't even notice that they're there. I don't know. It seemed to me that something would always call them to my attention, but oh well.
It's funny. The other day, well, I say the other day, it was probably like a month or two ago. I actually took out my set of Google Glass again, and unfortunately, it gets really hot now when I use it. So, yeah.
Oh my. Are those even a thing anymore? Or.
Not really. It was a failed experiment.
Okay, because yeah, I didn't even know if they were supported by anything anymore.
And they don't do the thing I wanted them to do either.
No
Which was
X-ray vision.
No, it wasn't that. It was facial recognition. You know, my memory was turning to shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was specifically faces and names were not in line with each other. And so what I really wanted was to be able to point them at a person's face and have it tell me who they are.
Okay, then.
And I figured I'd have to build a database. It couldn't just go, oh, complete stranger, let's search the web. No, but I mean, still. I mean, to this day, there's people I've known for years, no idea what their name is.
Okay, then. That's gotta suck rocks.
Yeah. Also, I go to game night and there's like some dude, and I'm so trying to remember his name now. I want to say it's David, but I'm always calling him Rick.
Oh my.
Now, I mean, there's a reason I'm calling him Rick. He kind of looks like Rick Rossovich, but that's another story entirely. I don't remember if his name is David. I think it is.
Okay, then.
Oh.
Uh-oh. We've got some feline cuteness going on.
Yeah. Oh, Columbia, where do you think you're going, you cute little monstrosity?
Kittiness.
Not that she's that little. God, Columbia's gigantic now. Like, seriously, she is hard to lift.
Okay, then. Yeah, you can tell it's chilly in here because there were a couple of times today where I looked over toward the bed, and there is a lump in the covers that's not quite a lump of the covers, and then the lump starts moving, and it's like, okay, then she's chilly.
I have a different way of telling when it's chilly, but anyway.
Having somebody else in bed beside you can be a good way to coping with chilly.
My veins are really tiny and my body doesn't heat itself very well. So, you always have that one person where either it's you or them has the iciest toes ever in bed. So it's like I would bend my knees and touch her calves or her shins, and she'd hit the ceiling going, oh dear gods, you are so freezing. Oh, well. Fortunately, I don't move in my sleep, so that helped.
Okay, then. I don't know how much I move at this point. I know at some time in the past, I would go to bed in the standard position, head on the pillow and feet at the foot of the bed. And I might wake up with my head at the foot of the bed, my feet on the pillow, or crossway on the bed.
That's an insane amount of moving.
Yeah, I'd be all over the fucking place.
No, people tell me that unless they can see me breathing, they might mistake me for dead.
You're not as bad as my niece. I mean, you've met Peter, haven't you, Diana? You've been on streams with my niece, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
She'd go to bed in one bed and wake up in another.
All right then.
Sleepwalking. That's moving in your sleep.
Yeah, I told you about the time I was afraid I was sleepwalking, right?
I barely remember you mentioning it. I cannot remember the
'cause
details of it.
I woke up and the air conditioner was on. And I was like,
Oh,
shit.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it turned out Columbia had stood on the power switch in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Oh my. I take it those air conditioners work fairly well because you have the one with the hose out the window, basically.
It does okay.
Okay.
But it also snorks up energy like you wouldn't believe.
Yes,
like
I
it
would believe.
tripled my power bill. So
I very well believe it. The air conditioning in here, it's call it central air conditioning for something this small, but you can do it. Quadruples my electric bill. It runs. I actually kept track. There was one day that I tested it when I first moved in here, and then when Purple was here, I had the air conditioning on for his benefit. Ran about $5 a day.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, the main reason I got the air conditioner in the first place is because I had just had LASIK done, and fans were drying my eyes out, and it's Southern California in the middle of summer,
Yeah.
so I kind of needed some way to cool myself off that didn't involve air blowing at my face. So I got an air conditioner. And to bring us full circle, like I was talking about Columbia standing on the power switch. Well, right now, you two stop fighting. That, if you can see it, is the power switch right here to my computer.
Okay,
And
then.
that right there is the cat who occasionally steps on it and turns it on and off. So
Yeah.
I have been covering it over with something, but Columbia keeps trying to bat it away.
Yeah, Sylvia does that occasionally. Since I have a hutch arrangement over on the other desk, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but there's a little shelf arrangement over the two machines, and if I move the newer machine back, then let's see if we can do this. Wait a minute. Okay, let's see if we can do it this way. Okay, there's what we're dealing with. And the new machine is the one on the left.
Yeah, I can't see that right now. I got to go to YouTube and.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, I moved that back under that shelf, and that more or less keeps Sylvia off the top of the machine. But next case I get, I am definitely going to have to remember to check where the power switch is and make sure it's not over top.
Okay, where did this stream go? It's not on my subscription page. I guess I'll just have to take it for.
Okay. Oh, my word. Okay, yeah, at least this is a nice thing, though. I can put that back on top and then just tap it against the other one and everything's fine. Yay. Oh, the joys of having two cameras.
It's the command module, Tornado. You just asked what I'm sitting in.
Oh, okay. SCE to aux.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't looked at stuff lately, so I don't know who's here. Okay, then. Yeah, I wouldn't exactly call that a switchboard. Yeah, those are the panels.
Yeah.
I forget how many panels they've got stitched together. Oh Lord. Oh well.
It's a lot. Yeah.
I know it's at least 8. But
Yeah. I mean, literally, when they were flying in these things, they were literally inside little tiny tin cans.
oh yeah.
It really is amazing that no one died.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
I mean, honestly, this is. I mean, I know flat earthers go, "Oh, we haven't been back because we didn't go." No, we haven't been back because it was fucking dangerous what they did.
Oh well,
Well,
that too. But then again,
It's also the money, but
the interest was lost. Yeah.
the interest was lost. There was an element of how much money it was costing, but there's also the fact that there's a question now whether you're allowed to risk lives like that.
well, I figure if it's your own damn life, you totally can choose to.
Yeah, but the
Well,
organizations also have to take responsibility for it now. So
Well, you know what we need is we need for the like the Russians to try to go to the moon or something so we can beat them again.
I
You know
don't
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, despite NASA saying that they're going to do things, it'll be private companies who get there again first.
Well, probably. But my point is that, like, wasn't the main reason we tried to go to the moon and go to space was just because
the
otherwise
Cold
the
War.
Russians will do it first?
Sputnik scared the bejeebers out of the US.
yes.
So we need another Sputnik is the point.
And that was the whole thing. You know, there was a thing that at that point, oh, if the Russians have got it, we have to have it. We also have to be better.
Right.
And damn the
Oh
cost.
sure. Yeah, it's propaganda.
Right.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just damn the cost as in money, it was damn the cost in human life.
Well, but I mean, my point being is that that's the kind of pressure we probably need to jumpstart another program, or at least the interest in one, is to have that competition aspect, because that's what Americans do.
Yeah. Yeah, they compete. Definitely.
That's why I think most of the rest of what gets pushed forward in space will end up coming from the private sector, because once we have once they've got reliable enough technology to get out there and start like looking for minerals on the moon or on asteroids and stuff like that, then it becomes a competition thing as to who can make the most money out of it.
Well, I'm trying to remember who said it. Trying to remember who said it, but I can't remember who said it. But I'll say it again just so I can say it. The exploration, the stuff nobody's done before, is probably still going to be done by governments, but the exploration is going to be done by governments. The exploitation is going to be done privately.
Done by companies.
Well,
And
but
it'll be
by
the
the same token, I mean, a lot of that private exploitation is probably going to be, it's going to be like, okay, we are all these business people and we are going to lobby for this person who's going to make the government pay for all the exploration and then give us the contracts.
Yeah. Well, I think there'll be an element of the exploitation. If it's at a point where it can actually make money from it, it'll drive the development of the new technologies quicker than what the governments can with exploration. But one will feed the other. So because new stuff is being developed, like what with SpaceX at the moment, doing it for commercial purposes, those things will also drive across to helping our exploration side. So... But it takes visionaries as well. I mean, not that Elon Musk is necessarily a visionary, but he does like to dream about a future.
Yeah.
You know, one that he probably wanted as a kid, and he wants to try and make that happen. I don't know if he really understands enough of what he's actually trying to do actually do it properly, but at least his heart's in the right place.
I wish I had the money because I'm thinking, okay, I'm just gonna a little bit of this, a little patting on the back, but I think that I've got a little more going on in the head than say Musk or something like that to drive some of that stuff. I, I don't
Sorry,
know.
you said it was going to take visionaries, and I was a little confused.
Oh no, let's have the look. There you go. All right. Now was that a Saturday morning cartoon or
I don't know if there was a cartoon. I just remember the toy commercials.
okay?
Interesting name for a line of toys, isn't it? Visionaries.
Well, they have those little holograms on their chests that would like reveal their hidden spirit animal or something.
All right then.
Okay.
It was the 80s. What do you want?
Hey, what the hell, right?
And it says right on the package, magic holographic powers. So, yeah.
What the hell? I'll take it.
And there's something I was going to mention. No, I don't remember. Oh, well.
So much from memory, right?
Well, it was about 5 minutes ago. We kept going down rabbit holes, and I just couldn't remember it after so long.
Oh, I know that feeling. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think it was something to do with the whole space exploration and who's going to pay for it, but I don't know.
Well, Jackson, as far as the radiation.
Oh, Anna, you need to die in a fire. The 80s kicked ass. Don't even. Sorry. Anyway, go on.
But the whole radiation thing was let's remember that you were flying in 3 dimensions. So for the most part, what they did was fly under the edge of the Van Allen belt and then back up, which helped.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not just radiation from the Van Allen belt. There was, if there was any solar flares also out there, they were toast.
Oh, of course, yes, and
Yeah,
there is an aspect of not
I mean,
predictability.
I know Jackson said about if they breathed the moon dust, but I mean, look, if they took their helmets off and breathed the moon dust, they were dead anyway.
Well, not necessarily. Remember, they tracked that stuff inside the LEM.
Yes, they did. But a bigger worry was micrometers when they were traveling.
Yeah, actually, yes.
I mean, because they didn't. Oh, I mean, the shells were what? A couple of millimeters. The shell of the ships were a couple of millimeters of aluminium, basically.
Well, Jim McDivitt.
And then mylar, not mylar because they didn't have it then, but a mylar-like fabric on the inside to help protect and insulate.
Yeah, Jim McDivitt called the LEM, I forget what, some number of tons of Reynolds wrap, which was basically, it was aluminium foil. I have heard it said that on Earth anyway, were you to drop a screwdriver inside the LEM, it would actually punch right through the floor.
That's just crazy pants.
And there were people
to keep the
inside
weight
this.
down.
This was the problem. This is the whole thing of the safety of the whole mission. It was like they were just playing with the people's lives, basically. Yeah, it was to keep the weight down, but I mean the risk that was taken in doing that was extensive. I mean the type of ships that were looking like Elon's looking at for flying to Mars or doing the moon, the big fucking rocket. Although they're not calling it that anymore, are they?
Well, but it just sounds like they built this thing like it was built by the lowest bidder.
Well, I remember,
Well,
this is something he actually did say. It was John Glenn, if I remember correctly, who said, "I'm sitting up there waiting for lunch, thinking, shit, this thing was built by the lowest bidder."
Yeah, well, but it was built to a spec, and they had to build to a weight, and they had to. Whereas when you're looking at what SpaceX are doing with theirs, I mean, the main ship is built from stainless steel.
Oh, okay. Another one of those.
Yeah, because so you've got like there's what a centimeter thick shielding of stainless steel. Yeah, in the parts where there'll be people. And then they've got mylar. They've got a mylar coating for insulation and Kevlar like material on the inside of that if micrometeors get through. And the ship has patch kits that can flood and fill holes if a micrometeor does punch through the stainless steel. So yeah, you're looking at something an awful lot tougher. And even the space shuttle. I mean, the outer skin on the space shuttle was a lot thicker than what the limbs had.
I've seen one of those tiles, and it's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, the space shuttle wasn't tiles all the way around, though.
Still.
But yeah, the other side was all tiles. There was multiple layers, done more like aircraft material. So it wasn't all metal, but there were enough other materials in the layers that were built up of it to make a reasonable thickness wall. So that, and like the glass that was used for the space shuttle was about a couple of inches thick. They made it thick enough that if it was hit by a micrometeor, it would make it all the way through. Because if you break the glass, you're fucked.
Oh yeah, absolutely, totally.
So better composite materials, better laminations, like they were using on aircraft and that, like they still do. We've gone into spacecraft since, so that they have better shielding for the people inside and less risk of exposure to space. But ultimately they're heavier, so it costs you more in fuel to get to the moon. If you say you wanted to go to the moon, it's a lot harder to get out of orbit and then change orbits to the moon, because you have to extend yourself out to that to do the orbital interceptions. So people think that when they flew up there, they just went, "Oh, let's fly straight to the moon," but that's not how it works.
No, you
Orbital
don't.
mechanics don't work like that.
You don't fly to where the moon is. You fly to where it will be.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, you have to extend your orbit out and then intersect with the new orbit.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the weird notions I had once, is using, like, if time travel were possible, using it as a method of interstellar travel. You basically go, okay, here's where Earth is, and here's where, let's just say Alpha Centauri is. But when Alpha Centauri will be here, it will be the year fill in the blank. So we will time travel to when Alpha Centauri is here from Earth, and now Earth's way the frig over there, and we just time traveled. And, so basically space moved around us rather than us moving anywhere from our origin point. And now it's a short jaunt to whatever planet is orbiting the star. Mind you, it's probably a very difficult, like you would have a hard time getting back, just because however long you spent on whatever planet you found would displace you so much that you may never get back to Earth unless you leave really quickly.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, let's go to Miller Ways. Definitely. Somebody got it.
Oh, yeah. Although I'm reminded, though, there was this novel series, actually, Spider Robinson, and I think his wife, Jean Robinson or Jeanette or something. They wrote this thing about, was it Stardance, Starseed, and Starmind were the books. And on this space station out in the middle of like somewhere in the solar system, there was a restaurant run by a guy goes by Fat Humphrey, who would just look at you and go, "I know what you want to eat," and he'd bring it to you, and he was always right.
Okay. Sounds a
When I
bit
read
apocryphal, but
when I read that, I was just very reminded of the restaurant at the end of the universe.
yeah. Well, I'll tell you what I really liked about that one was the beast that was bred to want to be eaten. Would you like to try a piece from my rump? Yeah, it was like, I think I'll have a salad.
Right.
Oh
Or
man.
I don't know. Man, Spider Robinson as an author, he is such a Heinlein fanboy, and it shows if you read his books.
Oh my! I've got to start taking another
Well,
tour through my Heinlein collection.
I mean, to the point where there was an unfinished book that Heinlein had written, and someone gave it to Spider Robinson to finish. And you can very clearly see the dividing line between Spider and brain not work now, Robert Heinlein, between Spider Robinson and Robert Heinlein, because like they have a very similar style, and yet there's elements introduced into it where you're like, Heinlein was never this much of a hippie.
All right.
Yeah.
He was crazy, but not a hippie. Yeah.
And almost certainly a nudist.
Oh yes, absolutely. A friend of mine knew him, and yeah, I had all sorts of stories. He would always show up at the pagan festivals, just just for the nudity.
Dye clad.
Yeah, that's it.
Hmm.
Well, she was a bit more than a friend, but that was just in high school.
It's funny because I was sure I'd seen pictures of him, but I don't really recognize Heinlein in these pictures. He's not a dude I'd want to see naked. Like, if I wanted to see any dudes naked, he
Not
is
him.
not
No,
on
not him.
Yeah. Because he looks like the creepy uncle who got arrested for something.
Yeah. I think he kind of carried himself that way as well, but it's another story.
Oh,
Oh, let's see. What is the thing? Okay, so you were over at the Badger Cave, or what you call the cave, the burrow, whatever it was.
Badger Den?
Yes, that
Lap
is a good
dens?
thing. Yes, Seraphim was over on Badger Stream. And reviewing whiskey. Okay.
is it
And-
in a jar? Nobody but me knows that song. Okay.
Oh, God. He's talking to Richard Madsen.
Who's that?
Richard Madsen believes that he had a dream, and he believes that the Mercury is going to get hit by an asteroid, get knocked off course, crash into Jupiter, which will then explode and destroy everything in the solar system.
Jordan.
That just sounds like a typical Tuesday.
Because it sounds like, what the fuck? I'm just remembering Jordan. Spirit Science. There we go.
Yeah, I was in a stream with Richard a few weeks back, and Dave, Critical Cripple, and I, as in Critical Cripple, and I spent an hour and a half explaining to Richard exactly why all his ideas are not scientifically sound. And at the end of it, he goes, "But you can't know that."
Okay, then.
But I know everything. Well, that's how I'd respond to someone telling me I don't know something or can't know something. I'll just tell them I know everything and leave them to stare at me open-mouthed until I walk away.
Yeah. Richard is kind of odd. And he's not stupid. That's the most annoying part. He's reasonably educated. He's just cuckoo.
Oh my! And those are the worst.
Yes, he does believe in a repeating cycle. It's really frustrating. I can't talk to him. He just drives me batty.
You ever wonder, like, how many of these complete nut bars are faking it for the attention or just to, like, screw around with other
Oh no,
people?
he actually believes his stuff. He's
Well,
not
yes, but that's
trying to
not
push
what I'm
his
asking.
ideas on
Yeah,
anyone
no,
else. He's just
I'm
talking about them.
wondering how many of these people, though, because some of them have to be frauds. Some of them have to
Oh
Oh,
be.
yeah, yeah.
definitely a
There
lot
is
of
a
them are.
non-zero
I'm just
number of
wondering
them who
what the
are. Yeah.
proportion is my point. I'm wondering,
Yeah,
like,
the
how
mega
many of them
nuts.
believe
That's
it
who
and
the
how
Richard
many of
is.
them don't.
Yeah, and Seraphine's right. Yeah, Richard's a nice guy. He's just completely out there. He's not like when you're talking to some of the flat earthers who are rude and obnoxious and horrible people. He's a not genuinely nice guy. He's just out there, and he regardless of what you can explain to him about the science of the things he's trying to talk about, like the fact that if you hit Mercury with an asteroid, you're hardly even going to impart any momentum on it. So it's not going to change its orbit.
So, what Seraphim's saying there is like the flood, Noah, all that. You ever get those apologists who say, "Well, it wasn't the whole world; it was just this tiny portion of the Middle East that completely flooded once, and so it wasn't really Noah's magical zoo boat the way everyone pictures it." And it's like, okay, so why is this interesting anymore? Like, oh
Well,
yeah, this Noah dude built a boat, picked up a bunch of local animals, and then waited a couple of days until the floodwaters receded and set them back free into their natural habitats. Ooh.
well, my understanding is that the whole epic of Gilgamesh flood, if you will, was based on something that actually occurred around the city of Shurapak, I think the name is. They've got it pinned down to about what, between 2800 and 2900 BCE.
Mm.
Yeah, it flood to the treetops. I mean, like some of the aerial photographs you'll see when the Mississippi gets really crazy. Um, yeah, and I can see something like that being worked into a story, being worked into legend, that sort of thing. But
Oh,
I
definitely.
just,
I mean,
I
there've
just like
definitely
saying
been
Noah's
enough
magical zoo
huge
boat.
floods in human history for us to have epic stories about them.
I just like saying Noah's magical zoo boat.
oh
It
my!
definitely has to be magical.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, like you hear the people saying, "Oh, actually, Noah was a Time Lord and the Ark was a TARDIS." Just so you know.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's about the only way it could possibly work.
Well, I also remember. Oh gosh,
It
what
would
was
solve all
it?
the
'Cause I
problems,
swear
wouldn't
it
it?
was
Because then
actually
he's
like
got a way to put the animals
a
back where they're
children's
supposed to be.
special or something where they were saying that Santa gets around the world so fast using wormholes.
Oh,
And it's something similar to that is Noah's zoo boat was like an interdimensional pocket inside of it, and that's how all the animals fit, and Santa gets around the world using wormholes.
alrighty then.
And I
Okay.
seem to vaguely remember like a CGI Santa walking up to his sleigh and using like one of those squickers for the car, and the sleigh made the squick squick noise, and then a portal opened in front of it, and he flew through. I'm trying to remember what that's from.
Yeah. Okay. If he did that or does that, that would avoid the problem of an F-35 shooting him down. Okay. No, huh?
Could one even lock onto the sleigh?
I don't know. What kind of stealth technology does Santa have?
Well, most people haven't spotted him, so probably pretty good.
Okay. Jackson, you've got a point. Definite point. Anyone in 2020 who literally thinks the Earth is flat really isn't worthy of refuting. At some point, it just gets too dumb.
You know, But I have
There are
people
reasons
saying
to
that
refute these things,
all
though.
the time about like just theist arguments, and I usually point out, I'm like, hey, if we don't point out how wrong that is, people are going to be like, they're going to be the only message that anyone hears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Which is why you have to debunk people who have stupid ideas like flat Earth, or that we didn't go to the moon, or that any of the other ones. I mean, there's so many of them, like anti-vaxxers. That these people have to be debunked, because if you don't put the opposing voice, then you have more stupid people believe it.
Well, I don't know though. There is one anti-vaxxer who I would allow. He said, "Okay, just go right ahead and refuse." Because have you seen that shit that Greg Locke has been putting on Twitter? If there's a vaccine for the coronavirus, he will refuse it because it's Bill Gates controlling the population. And Jesus fucking Christ! So okay, look, just if you go somewhere where you're not going to infect anyone with anything, and you want to refuse the vaccine, fine, go. Just we can be done with you then. Let's.
I don't know. I figure if anyone wants to refuse treatment, let them.
Well, I'm with you on that
Question
one.
for you, Kate.
As I've,
What?
Are you quiplashing today?
Oh, I'm planning on it actually.
Oh, you are.
Wasn't.
Oh, wasn't.
planning on it.
Wasn't. Oh,
Okay. Yeah. Besides, Purple's got his thing coming up. Let's see. His time is midnight, so it would be. What's the difference between your time zone
9.
and Purple's?
Oh well, actually, I don't. He's in the Midwest, so it's probably like
Yeah, he's in Missouri.
10 or 11. Probably.
I'm sorry, not
11.
Missouri, Minnesota. Sorry about that.
I don't know. I'd have to look. It's probably like 11 my time. If it's not 11, it's 10.
Well, I can't remember the difference between Purple and Jen. Jen, you and I is 12 hours, isn't it?
It's 12 hours at the moment. Yeah. It's another hour on top of that for Purple.
Yeah. Okay then.
So it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon when he does his midnight.
Okay, so you can be awake for that. Yay.
Oh yeah, I can be awake for that. I don't know if I'll jump in because I've still got a whole heap of coding to do. And given that I've had a lack of sleep, I may fall asleep as well. The last thing I want to do to Peps is fall asleep during his stream.
Yeah, that would be. What you got over here?
So,
Oh, look, it's a flying car.
with Santa
That makes an
Claus.
awesome background.
But it's got Santa Claus in it. Is the point? I wasn't able to find the thing with Santa using wormholes, but when I was looking for it, I found this, and I was deeply amused by it. So I figured I'd share.
Cool.
So yeah, but I guess in the future Santa will have a flying car.
Wait a minute, I'm trying to read the
It says
text.
German engineering.
German. Okay, da hast du.
Yeah. So someone on Facebook was saying they were going to move to Germany if Trump wins, and I had to post that clip from The Simpsons where one of the bullies is like, "Hey, German boy, go back to Germania."
Jeez.
I actually very seriously considered doing the obnoxious American thing with the German guy on an online game where I was going to tell him, oh, that's right, you're from Germany. The capital's Hamburg, right? And he's like, no, it's Berlin. And I'd be like, no, it's Hamburg. Oh, I know better than you because I'm American. That you're like the capital of your country. I know it better than you do. It's Hamburg, isn't it? Just to mess with him, but I decided not to.
Okay.
Yeah. Because he might have thought I meant it.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. It's just, I would really like.
Oh, but I did ask him, though. I was like, what's up with the lederhosen? Why is that a thing? He had no idea what I was talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, fashion statement, I guess. I mean, lederhosen are simply leather pants, but
Hmm.
yeah,
But they also have the like the
that they have the
suspenders
bib and the whole thing
in
going.
front,
Yeah, yeah, which is why I'm saying,
you know.
fashion statement.
Yeah, but he didn't even know what I meant.
It's
And I was like,
amazing.
is this just a stereotype that the United States has of German people that in Germany it's nothing like that?
What I'm trying to remember is whether the lederhosen are German or Swiss or Austrian or I cannot remember offhand.
Well, most people I know associate it with Germany.
Yay,
Hmm.
many much yay. Yeah, if I could get there, if they'd let me in, all that stuff. That's one place I could conceivably um, find myself going. At least I could converse with the locals.
Hmm. Language barrier is definitely a problem if I want to emigrate somewhere that's kind of limits where I might go.
Yeah. Um, and then of course there's this cat.
Hmm.
I mean, there's considerations to be made. Would I would be remiss to go anywhere if I had to leave her behind.
I know the feeling.
Why are you eating my sweater? Sylvia is eating the sleeve of my sweater.
Oh gosh, we are 3 minutes away from food time, aren't we?
Oh
Aren't we?
my! Oh my! Oh my! Oh my! We can't have it. That's perfect. I love it.
Hey there, Columbia.
Schlichter Kitty.
Meow. Hey there's Ender. They're both looking at me like, come on.
Feed me, Mom, they're saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Xander cannot figure out, like, I hate to say it, I think Xander's kind of stupid. Because I mean, maybe he's just a kitten, but there are certain things he can't figure out. Like, I don't want him to be constantly meowing at me and trying to climb me when I'm building dinner for him in Colombia. But every time he would meow, squirt, meow, squirt, meow, squirt, and he doesn't seem to associate the squirting with his meowing. And like I'll be opening the fridge. There was once I was opening the fridge to get at Columbia's, the can of food that she hadn't eaten all of yet. And so I open the refrigerator, and then like a half second later, skitter, 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 bam! And I feel a vibration up through the door. I'm like, Xander, did you just headbutt the refrigerator door? He headbutt the refrigerator door, no joke.
Oh, for the
And
love of Saint Kulik.
and also I'll have a cat chaser and he'll be chasing it around. And man, I wish I could get the kind of air this cat can get. He can jump, but he has no care whatsoever for where he's going to land.
Oh no.
Right? So I might go zing and he'll leap for it and then like just do a header onto a bunch of cardboard boxes. Or this was once he didn't even land on his feet. He landed on his side so hard, and I'm not even exaggerating, the floor shook.
Holy shit. Did he
And
bounce?
he's not a big cat. He is not a big cat, but he just took this flying leap, missed his footing, and ka-wham. And I'm starting to suspect that Xander might be a little damaged.
Oh my. Now, has he ever tried this one? Years ago, when my Winston still had me, I was cleaning up the kitchen and I was going to clean the oven. So I opened up the oven and it's, oh, wait a minute, I need Easy Off. So I went to get the Easy Off and I came back and Winston was in the oven. I have photographic proof. It's around here somewhere.
But you've seen the picture of Xander up on the top of the door, right?
Yeah, Mm.
Yeah. Okay, it is time for me to feed the cats, and it's probably time for me to feed me. So I'll catch you later.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for coming by, hon, and be
Sure.
good and stuff. And I don't know if I'm going to do another one this week, but we're going to see. Because I was thinking,
Well,
maybe a
Well,
Sunday,
this
right?
week's nearly over.
second.
This week's nearly over.
Yeah. I didn't know if I was going to do another one on Saturday or something, but we'll see what happens. I mean, I just, for the heck of it, I thought I'd try doing one and see who showed up, and we're not doing too bad. Um, trying to see how many, okay, concurrent viewers. I don't see if they have the maximum number of viewers. It'd be interesting to see how many viewers they had here.
Had a few.
Wait a minute, that's interesting. Um,
I don't know how many you
why?
have at the moment, but there's a lot of people streaming right now. So
Yeah. Wait a minute.
you got 5 watching at the moment.
This is interesting. I'm looking at the page.
6
The
watching.
the count is really weird here. I'm looking at the preview thing that it shows up in the corner now. Um, and it says 2 hours, 15 minutes, 14 seconds out of 3 hours, 10 minutes, and 47 seconds. I don't get where that out of number is coming from, but it's the first time I've ever noticed it
I
doing
don't know.
that.
YouTube doesn't always make sense. You know that.
Most of the time, they don't make sense. Now, the one in the upper left corner, the live counter says 204:39. That I can believe easily. Yeah. Yes, dear. What would you like?
But yeah, there's what Badger streaming, you're streaming, Mathpig was streaming earlier. Just in my list alone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people streaming.
Oh, boy, moi. Just for the heck of
So
it here, I'm gonna see what I've got. Okay,
so
I'm
Shannon's
showing.
streaming at the moment.
Okay.
The Geek Room, Jess is streaming. Badger's streaming. Mr. Atheist is streaming.
Yeah, I'm showing Jimmy and Badger.
In Time is streaming. Steve McRae is streaming. Not that that would really affect who's watching here, but Skylar Fitchin is streaming. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of people streaming. So, yeah, I mean, your chances of actually having a lot of people watching is pretty slim pickings on a Friday morning.
Yeah, definitely. It's I thought I would throw it up and see if anybody wanted to see, and it's not that
Hey,
bad,
you've
really.
got, what, 5 people?
Yeah,
So
that works. I
that's
mean, as
something.
long as
You've got the same number as Badger has, and they're probably all the same people.
okay, that makes
watching
sense.
Bobby.
That makes sense. Yeah, it's like if you want to watch, fine. If you don't, well, I'm not going to cry too much. Just make sure you guys come by on a Sunday. You
Some
know?
of these streams are for our own benefits and not for the viewers anyway. So yeah, it's about being social. But yeah, I might have to go too soon,
Okay.
Dana. Though,
Well,
sorry
no,
for being
that's
rude.
yeah. We can close up pretty soon here because I wanted to keep it short.
Because yeah, I want breakfast.
Oh my, yeah, that's. I had.
And if I could knock off some of my coding this morning, maybe then I can jump in with purple for a little bit this Arvo.
Yay.
But thank you for this, Dana, because it helped make me feel a bit better considering how crappy I was feeling last night. I don't know if you saw the
well.
post I made in Purple's chat.
Glad it could be useful. Seriously.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the post I made in Purple's chat. It was quite long-winded.
No, I hadn't seen that one. I'm gonna have to go look on it or something like that.
Yeah. It was made like at 3 o'clock in the morning or something like that. And I was like, this is why I'm not sleeping.
Eek. Okay, then. Yeah, you're talking about getting breakfast. I found something quite surprising and quite welcome. Um, I went to Squall Mart today because were you around? Yeah, you were around to hear me say that the governor is instituting wear face mask order, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went to part of what I went to the store for was to get some materials to make some couple face masks. While I was there, I got some dinner and I paid for it with my food stamp card. And to my surprise, I have a $400 balance in there. Um, so I guess Pennsylvania has also done the sort of thing that Florida has, because Tina mentioned to me that she got a big largesse in her food stamp benefit, and she wondered if I did. And,
Seraphim just asked which video did I post in. Not a video, a chat group that Diana and I are both part of.
yeah, because usually I get $15 a month or $15, and then here I am with like $404 for the starting balance. It was like, holy shit. Okay, now
Nice.
does that mean I'm never going to get food stamps again? It could. I don't know. Oh well, what are you going to do?
I mean, in some ways, I get it. Food stamps can be good for some people, especially if they don't know how to manage their money. But for others, it would be a lot better to just get the money, because then you could budget for yourself how you want to do things.
Well, here's the thing. You're talking about America here, and Americans don't want anybody wasting what they begrudgingly give on, what's the word? Luxuries like rent or things like. So they will earmark benefits specifically for food, and it's really great. You could be losing everything you own. You can lose your house and you can lose everything else, but at least you won't be hungry. Yeah.
Seraphim, if you want to know about the depression that I get and my social anxieties, I did a video with Shannon Q earlier this week on my channel about depression and stuff, and I talk about my stuff in there, and basically I just had a big bout of self-doubt and crap,
Bullshit.
which I haven't really had for a while, but I think most of it's just related to all this crap, because even if I'm feeling socially anxious normally, at least I still have the option to push past that and go out and do something. I don't at the moment.
Right.
So
yes.
It builds up.
I get you. I get you loud and clear. 5 by 5, the whole bit. With I don't go out very much as it is, but now I do not have the option to go, and it is that much worse. Even if I don't go out that much more under other cases, one of those deals. Yeah. I was just in tears earlier today over that whole thing. So
Yeah.
maybe it's hitting all of us or something like that. And,
Oh, I honestly believe it is. I mean, I said in I'll read it. It's easier.
Movie.
What did I say? Yeah, in midnight. What I hate about this isolation is how much it's causing little things to trigger my insecurities and depression, which makes my brain work overtime in fucking myself over. If I could shut my head up, I'd be fine. Normally, I would go for a distraction, but I need sleep, and those quiet times are not great for a brain that wants to shout. Anyway, in case I bite anyone, I'm sorry in advance. I'm not in the best headspace right now.
But
is what I said. Because it's like, I know where my head's at the moment, and if somebody said the wrong thing that triggered anything else in my insecurities, I'm liable to go on the attack, a defensive attack. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
And it's not the best way to behave, but it's the kind of thing where you go, yeah, I know where my head is at the moment. Just be aware that if I'm talking with you and I suddenly snap, it's probably not anything you did. It's my head being fucked up.
Indeed. Yeah, the whole isolation thing is part of the reason I went on the air. Part Diana therapy and thinking, okay, if Diana needs this, maybe other people do. And at least I haven't burst into tears on the air. That's okay. That works.
If you haven't watched the stream yet, Seraphim, go watch it. It was really interesting. We went into quite a few different things about how myself and Raven and even Shannon cope with stuff like that. And you take it through the eyes of Shannon, who is very good at that sort of thing. It was really, really interesting. It was a great stream. And the whole idea of that was talking about how we deal with our insecurities and depressions and stuff like that, especially in the midst of COVID.
Yeah, moo. Oh, bushy boy.
Yeah. See, I if it was my choice to stay home, I'm fine. It's because a lot of that choice is taken from me, and what I'm finding is I'm trying to find excuses why I need to go to a shop just so I can leave the house, and that's ridiculous, and it's dangerous, and I shouldn't think like that. But
yeah,
I can't help it.
Here, it's to the point where going to a shop isn't that much relief for me anyway, because we've got that mask wearing order coming up, and just seeing people in the masks reminds you.
Depending on what shops I've gone to, I've worn masks anyway, so I have done that for a little while. So
you burned some of your art. Oh no.
People want to know which stream it was. I'll link it. How's that sound?
Oh my! Yeah, you have to get the cat food. Definitely.
Oh. Well, I'm glad I did that link because I've just discovered a bug in a program I'm writing.
Oh yay!
That I didn't know was there. Alrighty. So that's a good time to stop that so I can figure out what that bug is later.
Okay then. Alrighty.
I'm writing an app, Diana, that it grabs the chat out of the stream.
Okay.
So it grabs all your chat details, and then it gives you the list of all the chats, and you can click on them, and it then creates a chat box that's green screen that you can import, that you can do a screen grab of and put into OBS. So you can do the same thing that people do with StreamYards, but from anything.
Okay,
that you're streaming.
Okay.
So it's partly done, but there's a couple of bugs in the thing that grabs the chat at the moment. It is the right link I put up, isn't it? I didn't mess that up. Yeah, it's the right one.
Yay. Okay, something to watch later on then.
And so, yeah, it was on, it would have been late afternoon, no, evening, Monday evening for you guys when I did it with Shannon. But yeah, it was really good. Surprisingly, considering Shannon tweeted it out and we'd been talking about it for a week and everything, not many people came and watched it live.
I forgot to. I knew it was going
Oh,
on,
no, that's
but
fine. I was just surprised with being Shannon and being what it was about. A lot. I thought it would have had a lot more people wanting to watch it because of what it was about. But I'm tempted to do another one on it as we go in further into this, and we're having to cope with it more. I've got another person who just followed me back, who's actually a psychologist who helps to deal with this sort of thing, and that's actually what she actually does stuff. She actually works in the field, unlike Shannon, who works in adjacent fields to psychology. So,
moo.
so it'd actually be interesting to do it from a therapy perspective and actually talk about it. And so I may do another one, and I may get a few more people on next time as people who suffer with depression and that. I kept the last one down lower because Raven, who's Jay's wife, because she has chronic social anxiety. Hers is pretty chronic, and she didn't want to have to deal with anyone she didn't know.
Okay, then.
Per se, so we kept numbers down. But I might do a stream with a few more people in next time and go over some more details as we get deeper into COVID, because I think it's something that is helpful to talk about. It's almost like having a therapy session. You can know that other people have similar problems. It actually often helps. You're not alone.
Kind of like having a therapy session, but without the invoice. Okay.
Yeah. And as you know, misery loves company. So if you know there's other people,
There you are.
You make
There
it
you
feel
are.
better. So yeah. Anyway, Diana, I think I might head out. I don't.
Okay.
If you wanna.
Well, okay with that. Yeah, I guess we can start wrapping this up a little bit then. Thanks for coming by. Sincerely, Sweetness. And
No worries. I'm glad I got up with this. I was going to just lay in bed and watch, and then you sent me the link, and I thought, oh, I'll get up and do it.
Okay, yeah, just in case you send it just in case you want to.
Well, no, I was initially thinking I'll just lay in bed and watch, because the way I was feeling, I was like, do I want to socially interact? And we're saying something that's going to upset somebody or whatever, and then I go, it's Diana. If I say something that that's I'm dumb or stupid, she's going to say, what the fuck are you on about, Jen?
Hey, I'm easy. I am by no means cheap, but I'm
know,
easy.
and that was my point. I was thinking, like, no, if I join Diana's stream, she's actually probably going to cheer me up, and that's a good thing. So thank you, Hannah. It's been lovely.
Alrighty, and thank you. And to all of you who are here and all of you who are not here, I want to thank you as well. And what I will do is say to each one of you, thanks a lot, troops. See you on the other side.